minute for people to jump in, but
That's fine.
we'll let them jump in, and then you want to give them the rundown, Austin?
Yeah, I can. That's perfectly
I
fine. I'll
think
just.
you know more than everybody, I'd say. Well, I don't know what everybody else knows, but you know more than me.
Well, I know. Cliff should know a good amount. I was the only one at court yesterday. Yeah, I was the only one
Okay.
there yesterday in person.
Okay.
Bruce is out of state, so but yeah. So all right, so we'll just jump right into it then. So yesterday, Matthew Reardon had court with an attorney that we were able to put a down payment and retain because of Cliff Williams there on the bottom. I guess he's on the bottom left-hand corner.
Yeah.
So we gotta thank Cliff for that. But we have this attorney. He showed up and he did more in about 2 hours of being in front of the court than the court-appointed pretender, or the public pretender, did in almost 7 months, 8 months now. He's done more in 2 hours than a court-appointed attorney has done in 7 months. We found out why his bond was raised to $100,000. We have answers to such questions as to why was Matthew arrested, and what his blood test results actually were. We have the answers to these questions now that we've been waiting on for months, and I'm gonna tell you. And the Constitution State has a notes from the attorney that I gave to him from an email from the attorney's notes from the day of court yesterday, which was the 7th.
Do you want me to show that now?
Yeah, you can show that now.
Right.
It basically shows that in his notes, the prosecution told the attorney that his blood alcohol level was 0.00%. The guy was not intoxicated at all. We have, so we found out the good news. He was not drunk, guys, like he's been claiming this entire time. No alcohol has been used or was used by Matthew Reardon at all. Guys, that's what he's sitting in jail for. He's been sitting in jail for 7 months because he was apparently or allegedly drunk when he was not. So waiting on now we're waiting on the judge. We're waiting on a hearing to set bond for Matthew Reardon. There's some stuff that I can't go into, but basically we're gonna try to get his bond put back down to the $10,000. He does have an out-of-state warrant that is confirmed. I saw it with my own 2 eyes, guys. We will be making sure that he will be getting bonded out. He will have to sit in jail for an extra 10 days or so. But if Mississippi does not come and get him, then they will have to release Matthew Reardon. That is what we are aiming for. We want Matthew Reardon out of jail. He's been in jail for 7 months for committing no crime. Now, on top of that, once he does get done with this case in Texas, he's also going to have to deal with a bench warrant out of Mississippi, which is why he was rearrested. He'll have to have an attorney in Mississippi basically represent him and say, look, he didn't violate any laws. There was nothing violated. There's no reason for this bench warrant to have been issued. He's innocent. And then that should be resolved, that case, rather quickly, I believe. But we're going to have to get the funds in order to be able to, get the attorneys paid. I mean, we still owe a decent amount to Myron, the attorney we're using. He's also going to need bail money. So when we are able to bail him out, I would like to be able to bail him out cash and not use any bonds company, because the reason why his bond was raised to $100,000 was because as soon as he was arrested, his bonds company forfeited their bond. And the judge was not aware that this was an old charge, not a new arrest. The judge thought he had violated his bond condition, and that's why he was brought back in. But I'm telling you right now, he did not violate any new law or he did not get a new arrest. It is an old arrest. He did not have an attorney to represent him at this bond forfeiture hearing, which they do have a bond forfeiture hearing. His lawyer did not represent him on that. He's a court-appointed attorney. Did not represent him there. And it sounds like the judge is willing to reduce the bond back to the $10,000. If we can get $10,000 in donations, we will be able to get him bonded out on our own money, so we don't have to deal with the bonds company anymore, because that just cuts the middleman out all the way around. And that's kind of what I would rather do, instead of having to go, but if we have to go with just paying the attorney,
Did he pull out?
paying
Good.
the bond. Yeah.
Can everybody hear? I lost service for a second. Harvey texted me.
I can hear you.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. Can you hear Harvey? I think Harvey froze, but I see Bruce moving, Cliff moving.
Yeah,
I'm on.
He's driving.
All right, Harvey's driving too, so yeah.
Could
Okay.
y'all text Harvey to send Ninja the link on Facebook or yeah? I thought I.
So
Ninja's in the link in the chat now. Hold on, I'll send it to him.
Okay, because
is the issue with Tennessee because of this, or did he already have?
It's Mississippi.
I sent it to Ninja.
Okay.
That was all broken up. I didn't get it, but
yeah, his Mississippi warrant is a bench warrant so when he was released from prison, when he got out of prison in Mississippi, he was on unsupervised release or probation. So he didn't have to report or anything like that, but they sent out a bench warrant for him as soon as he got arrested, pretty much.
yeah. So he ended up with the warrant because of Galveston's illegal action.
Yes.
Yeah, because of the drunk driving when he wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So he was doing everything fine, but since they did that wrong,
yes,
then they caused him to get jammed up for 7 months.
Wasn't there more to it though? Wasn't there trolls calling saying he was drunk?
We don't have confirmation of that, but we believe that is the case. Yes.
Well, one of them admitted to it.
That 100%.
She admitted to it.
Yeah.
So we don't know for sure that she's the one that called, but she said she called, or whoever that was, a boy or a girl.
I mean, we have 100% definitive proof that he was not intoxicated at the time of his arrest,
and we see this happening more and more.
Yeah, and his subsequent torture and everything else that followed with that is just ridiculous. He was literally tortured. It's the way they drew his blood, from the way he describes it, the way they drew his blood, they bent him over the gurney or bed or whatever. They had him handcuffed and they stuck him multiple times trying to get his blood. And as Bruce Redman, aka Galveston Island Transparency, can confirm, they're not supposed to do that. They're not allowed to do that per their policy. Their policy says that they're supposed to uncuff the subject when getting any IVs, blood draws, or anything like that.
Well, yeah, they should.
Order. They're not supposed to continue the first couple of times, so they should have stopped, but they didn't. And now the blood results come back 0.00 alcohol. It was chasing down but that's right. It wasn't enough to even register to work so you pull that letter in from the attorney and read that. Could it was just pretender.
They're saying Cliff's cutting in and out.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just not me then. All right, I couldn't hear a word he said other than
Yeah.
read the letter.
I can hear
That's all I
everybody
Yeah.
else, but
Cutting in and out
for some reason it's just him.
Yeah.
It's like super choppy.
Does anybody know how to get Ninja the link? I texted it to him from the number I had for him, but he said he didn't get it. So I don't know if there's another way to get it to him.
I'll do it real quick.
All
Give me
right.
1 second.
My
guys.
bad.
Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me now?
Okay, cool. Right.
I can hear you, Harvey. Bruce, I can
Yeah,
hear.
we can hear you.
We've been going through some rough areas, man. So
It's just crazy what they're doing to him. That's all that time. He'll never get back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they grabbed 7 months, and they knew that it was going to cause problems with his bond, and yeah, that's just. If they would have just given him a breathalyzer, they could have seen that there was nothing there, and it would have been over with instead of going through all this and then,
Yeah, it's literally insane.
if he would have just said, "I don't answer questions without my lawyer, and I'm not blowing or taking a field sobriety test," I don't think any of this shit would have happened.
Well, the problem is that they're going to take you for that blood test, and they'll get a warrant for it.
Yeah. They'll get any judge within Galveston County to sign that.
Here, if you deny, it's like I think they take your license off.
Yeah, but he would have been way better off. I mean, he agreed to go down to the station and blow. You should never do that.
But he didn't. Yeah. Well, he agreed. Yeah, he agreed to go down and blow.
Yeah. You can't negotiate with terrorists. They turn that into, okay, well, we'll just go draw blood.
You're not going to win that battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm not agreeing.
You said it, Harvey. You can't negotiate with the terrorists.
Yeah, I'm not agreeing to do shit. Here's my license. I'm not doing a field sobriety. I'm not fucking blowing. You don't have shit. Write me the ticket or take me to jail, and I want my lawyer. That would have been the only thing. I've already got a video of me doing that, and it worked.
Well, people don't understand. Look, he literally complied with what they wanted, and what they do. Yeah. They brought him to the station. They jacked him a bunch of times with a needle while he was cuffed, and they tortured him.
And they locked him up with no proof. They locked
thinking
him up
that nobody's going to try and help. Just another one.
Yeah, well, what's really
What was that?
That's a good question.
I'm curious if Tennessee's going to. Well, they've already pulled the bond, so he's stuck on that then. So now he's got to deal with that since the bond's been pulled, no matter why. No matter why it's been pulled, it's been pulled. So.
Well, no, he's gonna. They'll have 10 days to extradite him. If we bond him out.
Can I interrupt real quick while I have a signal? Has anybody been putting
whatever you want,
GoFundMe link out?
It's in the link.
GoFundMe?
It's in the description.
Right,
people, if there's any mods in the chat, share the link in the description.
Yeah, we started a new GoFundMe. The old one got shut down. I just wanted to say that real quick because my signal keeps going in and out.
I know. I'm almost home.
I'm going to get some food. I don't know about y'all.
We got Ninja in here. What up, bro?
Oh, my Lord. There he is. Can't find a freaking link.
Yeah.
Can't find the sneaky link, huh, Ninja?
Can y'all see me?
Of course we can.
I can see you.
All right, cool. Yeah, for sure, Matt was for sure.
He had left your house, Ninja, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he had just,
that's what I was going to say.
He had just had dinner at my house. I drink. I'm here having a drink right now. And I offered him a drink.
Yep.
I offered him a drink, you know, if he wanted to have like a whiskey Coke or whatever with his dinner. And
Yep.
he was like, no, dude, I'm good. I haven't drank in 3 or 4 years. I'm good. And I was like, all right, you know, no problem. And then, you know, the fact that they pull him over, said that he's drunk. I was like, what the fuck? This dude just left my house. He just drove 9 hours from Mississippi. Like, unless he's drinking while he's driving, then he wasn't drinking. And then now that we got the blood test, it's like proof. It's just showing they're willing to take you down for nothing, literally nothing, and cost you thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Just so they can, you know.
They're fucking
I feel like lately we've seen more people getting arrested while sober, just because the police don't want to, either they have a grudge against them or they don't want to do the things the way they're supposed to, and they end up arresting innocent people. That could have been solved easily. You know what I mean? Hey, I wouldn't have done nothing, but why? Give him a breathalyzer. You know what I mean? You can sit there and poke him 10 times.
Yeah, and if you ask,
go ahead. No, I was just gonna say one thing that stands out to me is the fact that they asked him. They said, "Are you one of those First Amendment auditors or First Amendment guys?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm meeting up with the guys behind you right now." And then he said, "Well, I smell alcohol."
Boom!
Immediately.
It was pure retaliation because Harvey, good citizen, myself, we put in work on Galveston, and so they started getting testy. They started feeling butthurt because every time we'd video them, they'd look stupid. And it wasn't because of our action. It wasn't because of our
I
actions.
put in work too,
it was
Ninja.
their actions.
Yeah. You left Bruce out.
And Bruce, Bruce. I mean, he's put up with them worse because he lives there, you know. And
Oh yeah, that's brutal.
I've been arrested.
Bruce,
I've been arrested 7 times.
Hey man, Bruce has been doing some great work lately too, man. Keep it up, Bruce.
I know. I've been catching him.
A high percentage of their arrests in Galveston are, you know, public intoxication and DWIs. That's a very high percentage of their arrests there because it's a little tourist town. Everybody goes there to go to the beach, get drunk, have fun, and
doesn't this make
well,
you
nobody
think though?
fights it.
Doesn't this make you think how many of those people were sober? How many people didn't get their story out?
What I'm getting at is that it doesn't make sense to me that they're a place. It's a place where they have a very high percentage of their arrests are DWIs and public intoxications. So why don't they have breathalyzers in their cars? And
cops here do. Every cop has one here.
They don't have breathalyzers in their cars in Galveston, and it's a large percentage of their arrests. And what I'm starting to think is that they don't have those breathalyzers in the cars on purpose, so that they can,
for a reason.
so that they can, just so they can take people in.
And one thing that we've got to remember is
the system, cost them a bunch of money, and it's ridiculous. All they have to do is get
a half dozen of those bars are owned by cops.
And if you saw the amount of tax dollars that Galveston's spending on junk, these guys got MRAPs, they got all kinds of military vehicles, all this equipment, but they can't afford a breathalyzer. It makes no sense.
Oh yeah, they got a Bearcat.
You're right.
And so they just need to put the tax
half a dozen of those bars are owned by cops.
If you want to say that people are drunk, you should be able to prove that in the field. Other than a field sobriety test, because we all know that's just a.
Is it Bruce saying the bars are owned by the cops? Some of them.
Yeah, they are. They are.
Yep.
Yeah, about a half dozen of them I can confirm are owned by cops. 3 are owned by TPD.
Let their buddies know, hey, this guy's about to leave, and pull you over.
They've got a cop right in front of one of the bars, and then when they leave there, they get pulled over to 3 streets over.
Like a conflict of interest. Dude, one of our cops just crashed up here this weekend, wasted, dude, left a college bar and hit 5 parked cars and ran from the scene.
Yeah, that's wild.
Did you hear about the Galveston cop? He was speeding through a neighborhood, no lights, no siren, hit a car.
He went across the main drag right in there. It's called Broadway in Galveston. It's where we find most of our cop stops. And he was no lights, no sirens. I believe he was also on his CAD as well, digging around on his computer. And ended up.
They said he was responding to a call, but the call had gone out
running
8
straight
minutes
through a
prior
woman
to
and
that.
killed her on her birthday.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
And she was actually
he had 8 minutes to
I
turn his
believe,
lights and
a
sirens
medical
on him.
employee. She did like blood toxicologies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
She's a lab tech
at UTMB.
Yeah, lab tech. And so, you know, like they killed this lady on her birthday, leaving behind her family. And there's witnesses that went out to say, oh, what's the heck's going on? And they saw the cop car crash with no lights, no siren. And so, you know, I went through all their policies and procedures, and it strictly says that they have to use lights and sirens if they're on the way to a call.
Absolutely.
They've
And
had
they
2
never
other
should.
accidents already this
And it
year.
says that if the officer negates or neglects to follow that policy and he crashes and causes damages to another person, he himself is supposed to be liable for those damages. But I bet you that he's not going to pay out of his pocket to support that woman's funeral and everything
He's still
else.
on duty.
No.
He's still on duty.
You know what gets
He's on
me out
desk
of all
duty.
this, dude, is what happens when a cop dies, dude. You see these parades for these cops, and when they kill a
Yeah.
citizen, dude, they don't give 2 shits about a regular person.
Nope.
You don't see
They
them
just shot
going
a
to the
guy
funeral.
Wednesday.
Well, the fact of the matter, the word regular person, they are just
Yeah.
a regular person.
Yeah.
They're just a regular person too. I don't think that they don't. I
No,
don't
you're
think that
right.
they understand. They're just regular people. All they have is a little tin badge and a gun. Everybody's got a gun here.
Yeah.
You know, like, so what makes them so special? The only thing that makes them special is that they're protected by the government. Like,
Did you guys hear about the East Los Angeles stuff, dude? Those officers just got caught with gang tattoos and stuff.
Yeah, the LA
Oh,
cop.
yeah.
They just
Yeah, dude. Like,
Well, I think we got some of that going on here. There's definitely a couple little clicks.
but yeah, Matt, the situation's pretty sticky. I don't know how much y'all talked about before I got in here, but
nah, if you got more, go ahead, because everybody should know every bit.
It's there's some allegations that the court-appointed lawyer was making fun of the fact that he hasn't done anything for 8 months.
I had heard that. Yep.
And there's allegations that he was making jokes about not doing anything in this case, even though he's getting paid by the state to handle the case, which is he's neglecting to do his duty. And you know, this isn't going to be the only hoop that we have to jump through, because not only do we have to get the case dismissed, but then we got to deal with Mississippi, which is a whole nother animal. And so we're going to do our best, and we're trying to do our best, but these guys don't play fair. They do what they want.
No, you're right about that. It's like we're fighting. They got resources. You know what I mean?
It's fucking sickening, guys.
Well, they don't have endless resources. They have our resources to use against us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We pay for our own prosecution, and we have to pay for our own defense.
Imagine how many cops would be broke if they had to pay for their own legal fees.
Yeah, we got to. Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta get back to work over here, but
it's a sad story, but luckily we're coming to hopefully
I'll chat with
what's
y'all
going to be
later.
a conclusion of this saga. And I'm
Well, that's what it's turned into, dude. This is literally turned into a whole story. Like, it's by the time it's over, it's going to be years long. You know what I mean?
And what's
this
messed up is
his life.
You know, he spent a year in prison, and then he got out and he came to Texas to better his life, to change his life, and to get away from the negativity of Mississippi. And he was out for, what was it, Austin? 8 to 10 days.
He was out for 10 days, and he had only been in Texas for about 10 hours, and he got arrested.
It was like 8 to 10 days he was out after spending a year in prison, and now he's already been back in for almost a year again.
Almost a year, yeah.
For nothing.
Yep.
And so this guy, I mean, don't forget, everybody, this guy he's a military vet.
Yes.
And he spent 2 years of his life in a jail cell.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's a Marine. He's a former Marine.
I didn't know that either.
Well, he is a Marine. You never become a former
Marine, I believe.
Yeah, once you take that oath, you take it for life.
And you know, it's messed up that he spent 2 years in a jail cell after fighting for freedom, he came home and tried to fight for freedom, and they put him in a cage. You know.
Yep.
That's insane.
And that's what the Galveston is just fucking. You know,
But
they
I'm gonna
do
get
what
off
they
here
want to
because
do.
I'm out with the lady.
You have fun,
And
Ninja. Thank you, dude.
yeah, I
Are
just
you
want
in
to jump on
Presley?
here and kind of give my 2 cents. And I hope everything
No,
goes
it's
for the
appreciated.
best, man. If y'all pray, please do it for him.
Hey,
Hey,
can I
James.
say something?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Ninja, because I didn't even know that he was a military vet. I don't
Yeah.
know Matthew Reardon very well. The very first time that I met him was that night that he got arrested. So
Yeah.
I
The
appreciate
time
you.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that about him. I mean, that's incredible. A military vet, they did that too.
Well,
So
and you know, like that night that you met him, the night he got arrested was the first night that I met him. I had never met him in person. But I had been helping him over the phone for about, a year while he was in jail. We were communicating.
yeah,
I was trying to help him through the situation, help him get down to Texas to get away from the negativity. And then he got down here. We had a great dinner. He wanted to go he was excited to meet Austin and Harvey and Galveston Island. And so he couldn't even wait. He was like, screw it, man. Even though it's midnight, I'm going to drive out there and get to work. And the second he pulls in, he's back in jail again. It's just like, it's sad, man. Honestly, if I was him, I don't know how he's mentally handling it, but if it was me, I'd be going freaking crazy.
yeah, me too, man.
He's not
Amen.
handling it very well.
But y'all be blessed, guys. I'm going to get off here, spend some time with the lady. Sorry to cut
Thank
it
you,
short.
Ninja.
But y'all be blessed and stay tuned because here in the next couple months, y'all might see me up north with some bigger names, doing some bigger things, doing some bigger things.
Coming to Connecticut?
I'm not gonna say online yet where I'm going,
That's smart.
but y'all will see. Y'all are about to see Ninja back out on the street with my boots to the ground again. I had to lay low for a little bit, but dealing with some stuff, a lot of losses in the family. But
Sorry to hear that.
But now we got everybody their headstones, and it's time for me to get back to work. So y'all stay tuned and look forward to Ninja being back on the road because it's about to happen.
Hell yeah, dude.
Good shit, Ninja.
Y'all be peaceful. I love you guys.
Stay safe, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Just imagine being Matt, dude, having to deal with this stuff. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cliff said he's in better spirits and he appreciates what we're doing, which is good.
I've never seen them.
I spoke to him last night.
Fuck somebody over as bad as they did him. I mean, they really just did him wrong, man. All the way dirty.
I've never even met him. I knew him on Facebook before they locked him up the first time. And we talked and stuff. Then they locked him up. And then he got out. And then all that stuff happened with you guys. And it's like, it don't matter if you know him or not. That's wrong what they're doing. And even if I didn't know him, I feel like we'd all still be here still trying to help him.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I don't know the guy. Like, I'd never even talked to him on the phone before until that night he got arrested. But, I mean, we got to help this guy, man. What they did to him is wrong, man. So, we need to, if nothing else, we need to raise awareness and share the links around and expose what they're doing, That's what they hate the most is us spreading the word and showing people what they're doing. They hate that the most.
They hate it.
Yeah.
They fucking hate it, And it's,
how much time do we have, Austin, to get this together?
We have the 21st is his next hearing. It's his bond hearing.
So 13 days till court.
Yeah, so we got about 2 weeks. March 21st. So if we can get at least $1,000, $2,000 or $3,000, that'll cover bond. And then we can pay the lawyer off with whatever we have left over. We still owe the lawyer about $7,500, I believe. And then if we go to if this goes to trial, which I don't think it is, The lawyer does not think, Myron, the attorney, does not believe that it's going to happen either. We think it's just going to be a $10,000 fee.
There's your turn right there.
So they're just going to milk him dry and then let him off.
My bad.
Yeah, pretty much.
You're right.
But Myron's a good attorney, and he'll give him the best defense possible. He's defended me before several times. He's my go-to attorney whenever I have a case, and he supports.
That makes me feel a lot better about it, though. You know what I mean? It's an attorney, you know. It's somebody that you know is going to do the right thing. They're not going to pretend to help him, then turn around and laugh at him in the back room.
Yeah, no, I met Myron.
Which one?
He was a public defender, and I met Myron
Like, oh, my
when he
phone's
was
gonna stop
defending
working.
me as a public defender, and he gave me the best defense possible. Several times. So I can't ever sit here and ever talk anything other than love for that man, because he has saved my ass so many times when there have been cops that have lied, cheated, and done things that are just fucking despicable.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, he's a friend. He's not a.
No.
I don't think of Myron as a I don't think of him as a. You can ask Harvey. I refer to Myron as my friend. I don't refer to him as my attorney. I say, oh, I've got a really good attorney. He's also a friend of mine. If this case goes well for what's up?
Cliff is asking if someone can read Myron's report. Is that the thing that I had?
Yeah, that's his notes. Yeah, that's his notes from the day. Yeah, if you want to read it, go ahead.
I don't know if I'm going to be able. I can bring it up, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it because it's small.
Hey,
but let's see what we can do.
There is enough evidence that shows this man's innocent. The prosecutors could look at his case and dismiss this case tomorrow if they wanted to, Monday morning if they wanted to. But the thing is they're acting like they haven't even looked at the case file yet, that they haven't seen the evidence. It's called exculpatory evidence is what it is. And there's no reason why these prosecutors shouldn't dismiss this charges. So if any of the people in the chats want to redress their grievances with Galveston County prosecutors on Monday or all of next week, and maybe get the ball rolling, put a little pressure on them, that would be probably a good thing to do, because
no, absolutely put pressure on them.
They have the power. They could dismiss this case immediately. If this would have been the mayor's fucking nephew or some shit, this case would have been dismissed 2 days after it happened.
Yeah.
They're keeping him in there, not doing nothing based on who he is and what he does.
Yep.
Which is wrong.
Yeah.
Can anybody read that? I can't zoom in.
I'll read it. Hold on. Can you also hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, it said, appeared on 3/7/24, appeared in court for client. Spoke to the prosecutor about the case. An enhancement paragraph is on appeal. No final conviction. That was for his last DWI. It said blood results show something else. No alcohol or any other drugs. Argued the quantity of that other substance does not mean intoxication. He had some he had taken what do you call it, some medicine,
prescription,
some prescribed medication. Yeah,
amphetamine.
Yes, before he went to before he drove. But it doesn't mean he was intoxicated, and that's what Myron argued. The prosecution agreed with Myron's assessment. She will not waive. She wants to look at the video, and she will not waive her 3 days notice requirement on the motion to reduce bond. She wants to look at why the bond is $100,000. He spoke to the bonds company, and just basically it goes on down from there. It talks about the bonds company, the lawyer, and stuff like that. It's just the main substance of that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The main substance
I can hear you.
is in the first paragraph, and you can. Okay. The main substance of that is basically he had zero alcohol in his system, or zero drugs.
Which means that they
Other than what was
fabricated the
prescribed.
story.
Yep. Because they said the entire time, if you go back and watch his video, they said, smells like alcohol in here, smells like alcohol in here.
Yep.
No alcohol. Where's the alcohol? It's not in his system. Maybe the cops were drinking and were smelling it on their own breath.
Yeah, it's the same thing as weed all the time. I see them stop cars all the time. Well, not like in Connecticut anymore, but even other states where weed's not legal. Oh, I smell weed. They search the whole goddamn car. They don't find any weed. They don't find anything. Like,
They don't find nothing. Yeah.
no. It's just an excuse to violate your rights.
Yep. Absolutely. And that's the ridiculous thing. And I was hoping Myron would be able to pop into the chat or the
I know.
live stream today because because he would be able to better verify everything. Lawyers aren't allowed to lie.
Nope.
And ethically they're not allowed to lie. So I was hoping he'd be able to pop in today and tell everybody what happened in court yesterday. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I know he was, but I'll say this: Myron did just finish up trial today, so he might not have wanted to get on after that, because he did have to finish up a pretty decently long trial hearing today after going and helping Matt yesterday. He literally put off trial to get Matt some help.
That's a good dude.
Yeah, when I tell you he's a good attorney, he's my attorney of record for all my cases. Excuse me. And he will never be anything but my attorney of record for any cases proceeding. And, even Harvey Freebird's talking about maybe hiring him as his Houston attorney if he ever gets arrested down here in Houston, if this case goes well with Matt, if he proves himself to Harvey. This is going to be a big case for Myron because if he can prove himself to the community, which I know he's going to, then he'll have a lot more business and whatnot, and he's represented me. He's represented News Now Ninja, and he's now representing Matthew Reardon. So he's
It's awesome that you guys even have attorneys down there that will fight for you guys like that, dude. It's impossible to find an attorney up here that wants to fight for your rights and stand up for you and stand up for what's for right, like the right thing.
It's very hard.
We've only got a couple right now, man. That's why it'd be really good to have one more. And so yeah, we're all watching what Myron does. So it would be great to add him to the list of people that can help us when we need it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be our next CJ Grisham.
Yeah,
this is awesome.
I hope so, man. We need more lawyers that'll help us, dude. There's not enough.
No, dude. There's not.
The lawyers that are helping us, they're so busy they can't even help anybody else that's being arrested and done wrong right now. Like they're so busy. I have more cases that I want them to do, and they can't even get to it. That's how busy they are, man. So we need more, man.
Up here, the lawyers sound like the prosecutors, dude. Every lawyer I contacted and explained what happened to me, dude, they were all like, "Well, that is interfering." You know what I mean? When it's not, it's clearly not. They just, I don't know. They literally just, suck or don't know the law or work with the state.
Yeah.
Where'd good citizen go? He keeps jumping in and out. But I mean, the goal is to raise money to get this veteran who has been abused by our system out of jail. This dude did. What did he do the first time, Harvey? Wasn't it a year the first time?
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with the case, but from what I heard, he was recording the mayor out in public, and to me, that's not. In my mind, that's not a crime. How he ended up doing a year, but I'm not real familiar with the case, man. I think maybe Austin. I think Austin knows more about it than I do, man. So I would ask Austin.
I'm waiting for him to pop back up. But literally, he did a stretch of time for something that was real suspicious that he shouldn't have been arrested for.
And look, Ninja News Now Ninja kept tabs with him and you know, they had a friendship and a relationship over the phone. Not a relationship, but a friendship. They talked on the phone all the time. I think Ninja even accepted calls from him when he was in prison in Mississippi. So Ninja knows his story more than anybody. Like I said,
Yeah.
I had never even spoken to the guy until the night he got arrested.
I still never talked to him.
Huh?
I still haven't ever spoke to him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think when I started my channel, that like, yeah, he just recently got out, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the guy's got some, he's got some really bad luck, and he hasn't made the best decisions, man. I mean, anybody that watches the video agrees on that, but I mean, he does not deserve what they've done to him, man. It's just absolutely disgusting. And this is why people need to know their rights and exercise them. When you watch that video of him getting arrested, you just want to scream through the TV and tell them what to do, you know, but
well, that's how they get off.
that's
They
what
know
they do,
everybody.
man.
You know what I mean? They
Twisted
play
it.
on that.
They twisted all of his words
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
and
able to
used
open
them
it.
against him. They lied to him. They lied, said they smelled alcohol. I mean, they tried to act like they were fucking trying to help him get back on the road, but I mean, really, they were just trying to fuck him over.
Yeah, they helped him in the cuffs. That's what they helped him do.
And the more he talked, yeah, the more he talked and freaking pleased them, it got on him, man. So.
Yeah, and what do you do at that point? You know what I mean? I mean, the best thing to do would be tell them nothing and do nothing, but you know what I mean? They still did him. They
Hard
took
to watch. Is it just
advantage
me
of
and
him.
you now?
Wait, Good Citizen said he was having difficulties. I thought he was going to come back. We're going to have to set up like a real thing, like a legit thing, and try and raise these funds for him.
Yeah, I'm pretty new to this panels and live. You know, I don't really do.
I don't really do them. I mean, I only do them when people ask me. You know what I mean? Like, I literally don't really do my own. It's just Good Citizen hit me up, what up?
Yeah.
And asked me, so I was like, honestly, I don't even like doing it because when you don't, I don't know, I've never not made it, but when you don't make it, you know what I mean? You're gonna be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
It sucks.
Where's Cliff at? He's gone?
Yeah, Cliff had to jump off. He's in the chat though.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he was breaking.
All right.
He was breaking up when he was talking.
Yeah, Bruce was breaking up real bad.
I know. I'm walking into my place now. Finally.
But yeah, man, we need to. People just need to share this around, share the GoFundMe around. I can't believe that I didn't know that this man was a vet. I think
neither did I,
told me, but
we both found out at the same time.
I mean, if we would have added that to the title of the fundraisers, people would have really helped.
We're gonna redo it. I think we're gonna redo it and just do because Good Citizen was like, I just want to go on and get all the facts out there so people actually know what the story is instead of I heard this, I heard that, I heard this. So I think this was kind of like that, and I think I haven't talked to him yet, but I think we're gonna do like another one, like a legit one, and try and get this money for him. And we might have to do a few of them. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah,
I think it's worth a shot, and I'd rather help a veteran than anybody else. Not saying it like that, but I feel like he deserves the help.
Yeah.
And especially what's been done to him.
You serve your country, and that's what these trash-ass police do to you.
Yeah, these wannabe military. You know what I mean?
Did that to a veteran.
It's like they hate them. Dude, Harvey, they just split a 20-plus year veteran's head open in the next town over from me like 2 months ago for recording them.
Yeah.
He had enough, dude, and he recorded them. He walked around the car, and the cop jumped out of the car and literally attacked him and then dropped him on his head. He got stitches in his head.
Wow.
Like, yeah, dude. And he's still, what's crazy is he's still charged. He's still going to court while this criminal's out there doing that to more people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's not even like you get hurt here, they do something wrong. You go to court, like you said, you exculpatory evidence. Even if you have it, they don't care. They don't care. They literally,
Yeah.
I had a suppression hearing like 2 months ago, Harvey. We had to end the first one early because the prosecutor has never went over my footage. A year and a half in, the prosecutor's never seen anything that I have. That's insane. I've been
Yeah.
trying to show it to them since the first court date.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, we got Cliff back.
Yes.
Here, Cliff, can you hear us? Can we hear you?
I'm not sure if I'm coming in better again.
No, you
If you
are. I
guys
can
are
hear you
still here.
loud and clear.
Okay,
Yeah, I can hear
perfect.
you too, man.
So yeah, Matthew is a Marine. And I've been talking to him on the phone now for every other day for about a year and a half. So the whole time he was in prison. In fact, I watched him get his bond revoked that night after I got off the phone with him. So, and it was for stalking. And basically, the mayor of Oxford got him charged and convicted of stalking because he was auditing in City Hall. He was also banished from Lafayette County, and that's his
Is that
that's
his
his
residence?
name, Lafayette County Audits. So, yeah, he's been going through it for quite a while now. Mississippi is very, very corrupt. In fact, he believes they were colluding with Texas to get his to get his probation revoked in Mississippi. So they planned this. They arrested him so that he'd have the double
Yep.
the
So he
double
couldn't get out.
charges.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It'd be high enough to where he would be stuck.
Yeah.
And they probably were. They probably were. I wouldn't put it past them.
And then in Mississippi waited till we bonded him out before they put the hold on him, and that revoked his bond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's how they got him arrested too. When they let him out of jail, they said he could go get his car out of impound. When he got there, the impound said they didn't have the keys. So he figured out that the police had his keys. So
Oh
they
yeah.
called him when they found the keys, supposedly, and he went down there to go pick up his keys, and that's when they rearrested him and then put him back in jail
I
again.
forgot about that, dude.
It was a setup, is what it was.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Dude, they did him filthy.
yeah, they did, because they also seized his vehicle, and they've
Mhm.
already we believe they've already sold it at auction. So when he gets out, he has nothing. We don't even know where all of his property is that was in the car either. So
he's starting from scratch.
absolutely, that's the reason for the GoFundMe. We need to help him help him get out. Plus, if you guys would have read the whole document there, in Myron's report,
I can bring it up.
Myron
I just
asked,
can't see it.
yeah, I can't see it either.
I didn't know. I would have made it bigger. It was kind of a last minute
Yeah.
thing. My apologies.
Hey, don't
Well, I could just
forget
tell
to
you.
mention the fact.
Oh,
Don't
go
forget
ahead.
to mention the fact that when he gets out of jail, he's pretty much going to be homeless too. I don't think he has anywhere to go when he gets out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
that in the back of your minds, people. A homeless veteran, when he does get out, he's going to be a homeless veteran with no car.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
stole his car. So, all right,
If you
keep
want to read
talking.
it,
I
Cliff,
didn't mean
you
to
can read it.
interrupt you.
Well, if you pull it up, I'll see if I can make it big, and I'll read it to you guys.
Okay, hold on.
I can't wait to fucking go down to Galveston and do some investigations about this fucking bullshit arrest. I'm really going to give Osteen and them a hard time over this. So they can look forward to that. They're going to have to
No,
answer the tough questions for me.
I can't read it either, but I can tell you this: the public pretender met with him twice. The first time he met him, he said, "Oh, you're just one of those agitators, aren't you?"
Yep.
The second time he met with him, he said, "Well, you got a plea offer. If you're willing to do 3 years in prison, that's the offer." Without any evidence at all, they offered him a plea deal where he could spend 3 years in prison. So they're trying to bury him. And that's the 2 meetings that he's had with his public pretender in the last 7 months of sitting in jail. Every time he tried to mail something out of the jail, they stopped the mail from going to the courts. He put in 3 separate, what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the name of it, where it stops everything.
Injunction?
No.
Habeas corpus.
Habeas corpus. He tried to do it
Yeah.
before they went to the grand jury. How in the heck did the grand jury decide to prosecute with no evidence at all?
Yeah, good question.
And now that this toxicology report has come back, they're probably going to try to dismiss the charges. Lafayette County, Matthew does not want the charges dismissed until after Myron gets all, and I mean all, of the discovery. He wants all body cams from that night because it took 10 officers to hold him down to draw his blood, and they all had their body cams on. He wants that footage.
Absolutely.
He wants to sue them to oblivion. And so once he gets this case dismissed and gets it all done, get ready for the real fight, people, because he's going after Galveston police corruption. That's the main reason he wanted to go to Texas in the first place, was to root out corruption within Galveston Police Department. So he is a true patriot. And he wants change. 980 DUI charges since this task force was started in August of 2022. They had 87 DUI charges in 2020. So exponentially, the charges for DWIs in Galveston have exploded, and it's all about the money. And most of these charges are still pending. So how many other people are sitting in the Galveston County Jail awaiting trial, just like Matthew is? This is
Probably
what
a quarter
really
of them.
concerns him. This is the big picture. No, it's not even a quarter. It's like 2/3.
Yeah, Jesus, that's insane.
So, yeah, it's now the judge for the extradition, Myron said that he would like him to have another attorney for the extradition hearing for the Mississippi thing. Guess who they assigned him? The same public pretender.
Oh, I heard
And when
about that.
Matthew said, "I'd like a different public pretender because this one hasn't done anything in this case," the
They
judge
laughed at him,
said,
right?
"Tough shit."
Yeah.
The judge, and I quote, said, "Tough shit." That's in Myron's report right there.
Wow.
Yep. Imagine being told that after fighting for this country. Like, what? That's the problem. A lot of these people go fight for this country. They don't even understand what's really going on in this country.
Nope, they don't.
Like, I'm glad you jumped back on, Clip, to give a little more insight on this, because it's wild what they're doing to them. It's literally insane.
It is, and think of this too, guys. The downtown Galveston area, and we talked about this last night when Harvey and Good Citizen News were on Generally Specifics channel. The downtown area, which is where he was not, is where all the bars are. And as he was coming into town, the bars were starting to close. So the cops should have been downtown going after their DWI victims, right? Instead, they waited until he crossed that bridge because he was live. They knew he was coming in, and they got him in a completely different area than where they normally are at the closing of business for the bars. So they were out to get him, and they knew he was coming in, and it was a complete setup. So, and
they were neglecting the real people that were actually drinking and driving. They were neglecting those people
exactly
to catch him.
Yeah, that just proves that this DWI task force is not about protecting the public; it's about the money. and it's about getting the victims that they want to get and not getting the people that they don't want to get.
Tell me how they have the whole task force. They spent all this money for a task force, but they don't even have the equipment to be a task force. Like, they should have breathalyzers in every car.
They should, and I think it's the reason why they don't is so they can take them down to the station and just book them for DWI, even if they blow zeros, and keep them in the jail. And I think there's a huge incentive for these cops. They're getting another thing that Matthew wanted us to look into is how much in overtime are they making on this task force? Because I'll bet you dollars to donuts, they're making more than double of what they were making before they got on the task force with all the overtime and court appearances.
I bet. Absolutely. I hope it works out for him, dude. I think we could come together, and I think we could make this work if we all try hard enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, from my understanding, all of the bigger channels are all aware of what's going on. They were just hesitant putting it out there until after the toxicology report came back. Well, big channels, the toxicology report is back. Let's get a move on here. Let's come together. Let's help this man get out of jail. Let's help this man with the attorneys. We need the big channels to really expose this and go after the Galveston Police Department.
Cliff, that was the best thing you could have said, because that's a good point. A lot of people were scared to, not scared, but hesitant to do this, and I think it's the time now. Like you said, the blood test is back. Let's get this out there. There's plenty of channels, dude, that could help in a second and really turn things around, I believe. It's just getting them to help us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, I feel like there's no better time, no better cause than a Marine veteran that fought for this country.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I don't know. We've been on an hour now. Did you get we got everything out, right? I think we're going to plan like a legit fundraiser live stream.
Let me say something real quick.
No, you're good.
When Cliff was talking, he mentioned that we were on a live stream last night. The name of the guy's channel is Generally Specific. So, and he's got a really good channel. So anybody watching, go over and subscribe. But after the live stream was over with, I got to thinking about it. And if you think about his YouTube name, Generally Specific, that's an oxymoron.
Yep. I met him a couple weeks ago on another one, and I like him too. And I definitely go check his channel out, people. If we got moderators in here, put his link in the chat for everybody.
Yeah, but I was just trying to tell a little joke. I'm sure it wasn't that funny, but to me, that's funny.
No, you're right though.
No, it was good. He talks about it all the time. He talks about generalities in a specific sort of way. So that's why he named the channel Generally Specific.
See, man, look, man. After we ended that live panel, I was really thinking about that for like 10 or 15 minutes, and yeah, I would really like to hear his take on that. Anyways, yeah, but look, you guys, we've been traveling all day. And we're almost to where we need to be, and I got to unload luggage and shit. So I'm going to jump off of here. Thank y'all, though, man.
No, you're good. Later. I don't even know where everybody else went. Harvey, thank you so much. As always, it's a pleasure having you.
All right, buddy. Y'all take care.
You too.
I want to thank everybody in the chat, too. And Farlap, buddy, good job there putting out the GoFundMe link. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you, Constitution State, for having me on.
Well, thank you, dude.
And,
I got some people's phone numbers. I know some people, and I'll send it to some people. I can't guarantee that they'll do anything, but I'm going to do what I can. And like I said, I think we're going to have to do a real fundraiser for them. And even if we have to do a few, I think we can try our best. Even if nobody else wants to help, we got a little group here. I think like we can do it if we have to.
I appreciate that very much. So I'm a supporter, subscriber. I don't get out and audit. I'm too old for that. But I definitely love what you guys do, all of you. I love freedom. I love the Constitution. I'm also a military veteran, Army Ranger.
Well, thank you, Cliff.
From way back. Yeah, and no, thank you. I mean, when I was in the military, you guys paid me, and it was good. So thank you for taking care of me while I was in. And the rest of you out there, please help and share every video out there that you see on this. Share his channel, Lafayette County Audits, because when he gets out, he's gonna hit the ground running again, just like he always has. Nothing has stopped him except for jail and prison. So he will continue the fight right along with everybody else. Yep, he's already swore to that. He's never going to quit. So we'll just got to try to keep him out of jail from now on, anyway. So,
yeah. Well, once he gets out, if he starts winning stuff, they'll realize to leave him alone.
Well, I hope so, but they need to leave
not
everybody
all the time,
alone.
but no, but it'll give them a little bit of leeway, I think.
Yeah, they need to leave everybody alone. These cops are tyrannical, man. It's sickening.
You keep saying it. It's about the money, Cliff. It's all about the money.
Yeah, well, it's the government. It's all about the money. Yeah. The government wants to control, lie, cheat, and steal. That's what they do. And we got to fight against it.
Yeah, we're not going to have anything left, dude, if we let stuff go like this. We're going to have nothing left in 100 years.
Yep. And Constitution State, I am subscribed to you. So if you want to make me a moderator, I'd be more than happy to help out.
No, I will. I saw that. I meant to say that. I absolutely, next time I go live, because I don't usually go live through here. I only do this when I need panels, and I don't have access to my real chat. I have it through here. So next time I go live on YouTube, like through the real one, I'll make you a moderator.
Okay, sounds good, brother. And you have a great night, okay?
You
I appreciate you.
Stay safe. Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming on and sharing what you know, because everybody knows more than me with this story. So I appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, bud. Okay, so that's it, everybody. Good Citizen Media hit me up this afternoon and asked me if I wanted to go live and get just the story out and get the facts out, so everybody has the facts. They're not hearing stuff secondhand, twisting stuff up, mixing stuff up. We are going to try and gather the funds to get Matthew out. The link for the GoFundMe is in the description. This was kind of thrown together at the last minute, so I would imagine we'll be doing something real and better coming up. But I appreciate everybody that actually came on by moderators. I've seen Farlap. I've seen a bunch of different people and helping us. We can't do this alone. And even as a group, it's hard. So we got to stick together with who we got. And I think we got a good team. And I think we can accomplish things as long as we stay together. So with that, I'm going to end it. I want to thank Bruce, Galveston Island. He's Galveston Island Transparency. We had Cliff. We had Harvey Freebird, as always, and Good Citizen Media. Go check out their channels. Go subscribe if you're not. All of them are amazing. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, guys.